Facebook, usually they'll defriend me. So what I did was, a couple months ago, I created a non-political page. Then what happens is the people that defriended me create a fake account, start adding me there, and I won't add them. But all in all, we bank probably around $130 million a year.
Wow.
And I'm in a pretty good situation. So if I lose a couple million, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Let's put it that way.
Right.
And I think we're going to do even better. I'm not too concerned.
Not everybody's, like you said, not everybody's so secure, right? If you're some guy struggling to break into, what if you're a young journalist? You want to break into journalism? Are you even going to
support Hillary? If you're a young journalist, every single young journalist I have spoken to here, and I've spoken to around 12 of them, they're very pro-Hillary. They are so afraid to be supportive of Trump because they're not going to have a job. They're not going to. And even when they're talking to us, for example, we were up at an MSNBC booth. They got upset with me yesterday. When I started talking about Al Sharpton, I asked them straight. I said, why do you hire Al Sharpton, a guy who has not paid taxes, and why haven't any of your employees paid taxes? I got kicked out. They basically said I had to leave. I wanted to
They made no attempt to answer?
Nobody gave an answer. They gave me dirty looks. It didn't matter what color they wore, black, white, blue, green.
Right.
They all kicked me out of there. So
it's about identity, and it's in a weird way, people of different races and backgrounds unite, but in this sick little world, right, the pro-Hillary world, where it's not about the policies, it's about we're the good people, we're the smart people, and they're the dummies.
And honestly, I feel like if you're a Democrat, okay, so let me put it this way, if I was starting off in business right now, which I'm not, luckily I'm not, but if I was starting off in business and I wanted to get clients, and I need to be a Democrat in order to win some clients, win some contracts. As a Republican, I don't think I could.
Right.
And my problem also is that I feel conservatives are way too religious. And I'm not I am a religious person. I'm a devout Hindu, but I never talk about my religion to anyone. And amazingly, I get along with conservatives great on Facebook, but I don't get along with them great in the real world for some reason.
Wow. Yeah.
And I find that very interesting. That we think very differently because socially, for example, Black Lives Matter, helping people in poverty, and I think that conservatives like to help everybody too. But for example, people I ran into here, they're not they're not the most friendliest person. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I disagreed with one kid. Immediately, he started calling me a bleeping idiot.
Oh, listen, people call me a racist when they find out I'm actually not white. Then all of a sudden, okay, then let's back off a little bit. She's not white. She's a little dumb. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
There's two separate categories, right?
Yes.
I'm the racist bigot, and you're the whatever, the sellout or the self-hater.
I'm the sellout. I'm the one who's been brainwashed. I've become too whitewashed. I've been around white people way too long.
We are
too
awful.
Americanized.
We're a bad influence.
And it's always white people, though, on the left side that want to look down on the brown people.
Well, there's a hint of condescension in their attitude, isn't it?
There is.
They come to you and say, well, you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be over here.
How many people have come up to me and thought that I was automatically anti-Trump? And the thing is, I try to explain, it's not that I'm supporting Trump. I'm anti-Hillary because of what she's done, and because from the 1990s, which I've followed, I don't think she's good for black people.
Right.
I don't think she's good for immigrants. I have a big problem with that. I really do. And someone who's actually concerned for people that are different colors, people that are minorities, there's a big problem with Hillary Clinton. But you know what? The media will make it seem like she loves minorities and Trump hates minorities.
You know what I find ironic, and I know I don't know this, but I think I'm a pretty good judge of character. And what I think I see is that Trump is actually this personally, socially liberal guy.
Absolutely is.
And Hillary is actually, in reality, the kind of person that's a bigot. But she's in the Democratic Party. This is her job.
Right party.
Yeah.
She's in the right party. And well, look, not until 2013 did she, being in the Democratic Party, accept gays. Why did it take you 2013? So I'm supposedly this minority, and I've accepted gays since I was 15 years old. I never had a problem with them. So when I first saw them, two guys kissing or two girls kissing, I was like, what the hell is that? What is going on? That's reality. Until I understood, started doing research, started talking to people. So why does a woman who is in the public sector not understand gay marriage till 2013? And it wasn't until 2014, I think she did.
Was it as late as 2013 that she was
against? I think it might have been 2014 or 2013. Either way, 2014, 13 is still very late to come into come into the game and say, oh, let's accept gays, and then come out all over TV, national TV, make it seem like Trump is against the gays. And there's
I don't understand the homophobia charge. It's weird too in a way. He said the unfortunate remark about Mexican rapists, which was bent out of shape, but
I think he's inarticulate.
yeah.
This is what I think he wanted to say. There's a lot of people the Mexican government is sending over that have been arrested, or there's a lot of illegals. But you've got a guy who's just speaking out of, here and there, and he's very successful. He's a great businessman, I think, and he's a great employer. What I have talked to people, and I live in Manhattan. So I tell people all the time, and I think
lucky you.
Yeah. Well, we have, we have offices in the World Trade Center in the 85th floor,
really?
Near 40th Wall Street. So we're familiar with people that actually work there. Whereas the media refuses to show those people that are working there, that are happy. You walk in there, you will see blacks, you will see Muslims, you will see lots of minorities, and they are very happy. They do not have a problem. So I have a problem with the media trying to show that there's a problem with people like us, and there's not. Hillary Clinton, not till 2013, 2014, did she actually, like I said, supporting gays, and then blacks, she called them super predators. Is that okay? Is that okay to call them super predators?
1994, right?
1994. But you know what? The truth came out. And she apologized, I believe, much later.
Yeah.
Why are you apologizing much later after you ruined countless of their lives? They're still in jail. People's families were in jail and are still in jail.
Do you think Clinton's his big anti-crime law was a mistake?
Absolutely. Look, there are people that are committing crimes and they need to be in jail. My company, which is called Computer Tech, we have hired felons in the last few years. I believe in giving second, third, fourth chances. I really do. But those are non-violent felons. And Hillary Clinton needs to be more careful what she's saying. And the media does not focus on what she says. They focus on, oh, did Trump use a white toilet today or did he use a black toilet?
If you watched MSNBC for the last 2 days, you'd think the biggest story in the world was Melania Trump's so-called plagiarism.
I'm tired of that. I am so sick and tired of that. This is a first lady, or maybe first lady, presidential candidate's wife. It's her first time doing a speech. Give me a break.
She didn't want to give the speech. She's shy and retiring type.
Shy. And all these people, all they're going to do is talk about plagiarism.
Her speechwriter may be plagiarized from Michelle's speechwriter, right?
Do you know how many people on CNN have plagiarized? That Fareed guy.
Fareed.
Yeah, he's been plagiarizing left and right. And CNN,
12 times they got it.
12 times, and all they can do is talk about plagiarism. It's not fair. It's not right what's happening. It's not.
What I find annoying about it is, okay, so they raised this issue, and I say I'm pro-Trump and I like his policies. I'm all of a sudden going to change my mind about these substantial things because of this sideshow with his wife? How stupid do they think we are?
The wife, she's just giving a speech, and you know what? I do think it was lifted. So what?
So what?
Big freaking deal. You know what? What is a big deal? What happened with Hillary Clinton and the justice system with Lynch, Obama, and Comey? I think that's a big deal. Let me tell you something. MSNBC didn't even make a big deal about it.
Right.
Now MSNBC 2 days, all they can do is talk about plagiarism. She
Right.
didn't commit a crime. It was, and what everybody's excuse is that, well, you know what? They talk about honesty. They talk about being truthful. They talk about coming from the heart. Okay, so what did he do? I'm sorry, but what did he do?
That's a hypocritical.
I'm just tired of it.
And you're not really political? You're at least getting some good meals out of it and seeing some sights and
Enjoying my time.
Tell
Yeah.
her how good we take care of our employees.
Very good. As far as the whole political thing, I have always been in the mind of I would rather everybody work together. There is no color of skin beneath white, brown, black, whatever.
isn't that a tad naive, though?
No. Why?
Well, because nobody else will play. Well, that's the way I think. I think that's the way we all think. But a lot of people just won't cooperate with that.
Well, I know they're not, but that's my belief, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. I don't see color. Why there are other people who are not.
Well, yeah. See, I was at another one of these anti-Trump rallies, and some conservative tried to tell one of the liberals, I don't see color, I'm colorblind. And apparently this, too, is right. To say you're colorblind is now, of course, racist.
Whenever someone says, they have to make an effort to say, I'm colorblind, you're not. Especially the media. They're the ones who are race baiting constantly. I mean, I'm so tired of the people. Look at Huffington Post editorial board. They're all white girls.
I try to read them because, like I said about the bubble, you got to get out of the bubble. But it's tough.
It is.
All right, I'm running out of juice. I'm
Great
sorry.
talking.